Muscle mass decreases approximately 3 to 8% per decade after the age of 30. That's huge. And the rate of the decline is even higher after 60. I'm 62. It's like I know the value of looking after my muscle, and I'm going to talk about that in today's podcast. So this natural decline in the body producing muscle mass and strength and function is one of the key causes and contributors to disability in older age. This was reported by the National Institute of Health. So what's the go? Seriously, we need to eat more protein so that we can age strong, fit, and healthy. I don't want to be doing the, on a walker or in a wheelchair. I want to be strong, fit, and healthy all the way through my life. I don't want to be doing the dementia thing. I just don't. And so how much protein do we need as we age? It's a simple maths, and it is said to be 0.24 grams per kilo per meal. Okay, now that's about 70% greater than that for young adults. Yes, our need for protein increases dramatically as we age. So that's 0.8 grams of protein per kilo, all right? A kilo for those in North America and other countries is 2.2 pounds, okay, of body weight per day. And if you want to round it up just for ease, if you are, say, 60 kilos, you're wanting about 60 or nearly 60 grams of protein per day. If you're 70 kilos, you're wanting nearly 70 grams of protein per day. Round it up is nice and easier. So it's around about a gram per kilo per day, okay, as we age. So research has shown that those who, they don't make protein a focus in their nutrition, they absolutely lose function of different body parts and even simple things as they get older, like the ability to dress themselves, the ability to go up and down stairs, the ability to get out of bed. That's scary stuff. That's scary stuff. And it doesn't have to be that way. I bang on about living from a place of prevention. So this is a focus, guys. It really is. In 2018, the Journal of Genetology, that's a one, anyway, the study of old people, it followed more than 2,900 seniors over 23 years. And a senior is considered to be over 55, 60, okay? Researchers found that those who ate the most protein were 30% less likely to become functionally impaired. Functionally, that can't tie up your shoes, can't get out of bed, can't walk upstairs, than those who ate lesser. That's huge. So I want to give you a few percentages because I see people go, yeah, but I'm having 100-gram steak or 100-gram chicken breast. 100-gram chicken breast has about 28 grams of protein. 100-gram steak has about the same, 27, 28 grams of protein, depending on the cut. I think of steaks like Wagyu, and Wagyu is like 30, 40, 50% fat. There's bugger all protein in it, and yet it's so expensive. Like, it's crazy. So here's a few common foods you might be able to bring into your diet to just pull up that little bit extra protein of a day. So Greek yogurt, 180 grams, which is nearly a cup of Greek yogurt, has about 18 grams of protein. So it's about 10% per weight is actual protein. Half a cup of cottage cheese, about 14 grams. Like I said, chicken meat is somewhere around 28 grams per 100 grams. A half a cup of lentils. We're vegetarian, and so beans and legumes, chickpeas and lentils and red beans and black beans, all those beans, they're 7, 8, 9 grams per 100 grams. It's a lot less. Okay, so we need to, being vegetarian or vegan, you really need to focus on having enough through your day. A cup of milk's got about 8 grams. That's about that 8% as well. So where can you be bringing up that bit of protein extra in your diet? Because it's really needed as we age. So what age are you now? And like I said, but yes, our demands are more as we age. But what I know through working in clinic as a naturopath for decades is most people don't eat anywhere near enough protein in their diet. And yes, we still have to exercise and we need to move our bodies and be active and do all that stuff. Yes. And we need to eat more protein-rich foods. Alzheimer's is a big one I want to prevent as I age. I really do. That's been a focus for decades. I remember learning from Dr. Michael Colgan so many years ago. I studied, his work on proteins 3 decades ago, and him talking about all the way back then about how so many people as they age, through not having enough protein, they don't grow enough lean muscle to even squeeze all of those blood, capillaries and veins and everything, to squeeze the blood uphill to our brains. So the brain's not getting oxygenated enough. It hasn't got that, the necessary blood flow to operate properly. And that's a contributor to things like Alzheimer's, dementia. So I've been for decades making sure I have enough protein to be able to, I want to feed my brain. I really do. I want to be surfing in my 90s and remembering that I'm surfing in my 90s. I truly do. So being vegetarian, I absolutely focus on what I do. I also have an extra nutrition shake a day that has 35 grams of protein in it, which makes it a no-brainer for me to do it. And if I have one of those a day, and I'll put a link in the show notes, you can check it out if you want. But I find that helps me heaps just to make sure I'm really running up to my percentages. I have a bit extra than the actual calculation. I choose to because I know the benefits of it. You may want to too. So what is the healthy life hack for this episode? It's pretty damn simple. How about you do a food diary and check how much protein you're really getting? Because I promise the majority of people are not getting enough protein, and that will only impact our health in a negative way as we age. So if you do want to check out the show notes, go to www.healthylifehacks.com.au, and there I'll put a link to the extra protein that I take in the way of a nutrition shake, and also the one that my wife, Dr. Alice, takes, and hers is a plant-based one. So remember, protein, it makes a difference. Yes, we've got to move our body, but we also need to feed it properly.